At the end of the day, Spaces is a tactic. It's a product on the platform. Spaces should be a piece of that much larger strategy on how you engage with the audience. And so what I always tell my partners is Twitter is the conversational platform. We uniquely own that space. And so if you want to grow your audience on Twitter, you have to talk with your audience. You can't talk at them. And the way you talk with them is, one, building up your presence, the way you join conversations, the way you drive conversations based on what's actually happening in the world in real time. You engage with your audience by responding back to their questions. Like that two-way communication is what really builds, a publisher and a creator's currency on Twitter. You have to invest in Twitter. You have to invest in your audience on Twitter, and understand like the people who are going to follow you on Twitter are those who are super invested. They want to hear what you have to say. And some things, they work best on Twitter. If a news breaks, you don't have time to, record a podcast and kind of push it out. But on Twitter, you can start tweeting about it and reacting to it right away. And then, plug in the fact that we're going to be talking about it on a podcast on Friday. So there are moments that you can leverage and take advantage of the live component to build up your audience and drive to your podcast. Twitter is actually, there's a misconception sometimes that Twitter is a social app. We're actually always found in the news category of the App Store. And so for Twitter, we uniquely own a space that is about following what's happening in the world, that's very current events related, and about serving the public conversation. And so spaces and podcasts that ladder up to that need for users is kind of where we fit in.